Have you ever wondered that humans might not have originated from Earth, from brains to skin, from language to bones? There are too many features that defy evolution, making us an oddity in nature. A leap in the evolution of the nervous system. Millions of years ago, the IQ levels of life on Earth were similar, but human ancestors surged in the African savanna. Suddenly, they evolved in an extraordinary way. From 500 milliliters in Australopithecines to 1300 milliliters in Homo sapiens, brain capacity soared threefold in 3 million years. Yet even so, in terms of neuron count, humans still lag behind animals like whales and dolphins. But while other animals rely on brute strength for survival, perhaps the answer lies hidden in the DNA helix, optimization of CPU and algorithms, ultimately achieving intelligence far beyond other organisms. The overdevelopment of the brain has also posed huge survival costs. Due to the large size of the head at birth, giving birth becomes exceedingly difficult. Maternal mortality has long remained above 15%. This evolutionary choice for intelligence at the cost of life has yet to be found in other species. The ecological paradox of upright walking. As the only species that has walked upright for a long time, humanity has paid a far higher price. Exceeding imagination, the probability of spinal curvature reaches 80%, and the knee joints last only 60 years. Pressure on internal organs due to pelvic deformation, compared to quadrupedal locomotion, reduces 70% of movement efficiency. Only in exchange for the complete liberation of hands, this seemingly unworthy evolutionary direction emerged on the African savanna 3 million years ago. 3. The abnormal regression of the hair system. The only hairless trait among mammals is humans who bear great pressure from weaponry. According to genetic research, human hair regressed starting 1.2 million years ago, coinciding with the onset of the Ice Age. The evolved sweat gland system is contradictory but advantageous, with an ultra-long configuration of 600 sweat glands per square centimeter, making humans the most resilient terrestrial beings. This paradoxical phenomenon of evolving a cooling system during cold periods remains the biggest paradox in evolutionary biology today. The mystery of mutations in the language center, while other animals survive with simple signals. The human posterior structure has evolved complex vocal organs that may lead to choking. Global accidental deaths due to bullet casings number about 120,000. Even more confusing is the neural basis of complex grammatical structures. Among existing close primate relatives, there are no transitional forms to be found at all. 5. The defensive flaws of the nasal structure. The protruding soft tissue of the facial nasal bridge can be considered a failed design in biological evolution. This fragile organ, filled with blood vessels and nerves, can neither withstand ultraviolet damage nor avoid becoming a fatal weakness in the eyes of predators. Archaeologists have found that among the skull traumas of individuals consistently identified as UN, 60% are concentrated in the nasal area. The backward evolution of the muscular system. Humans are the only species that can exhaust lung muscle characteristics. According to experimental data, astronauts lose 20% muscle mass monthly in weightlessness. Monkeys keep stable muscle mass under similar conditions. This mechanism contradicting energy conservation is abnormal for humans. The active metabolic system is directly related to evolution. The energy conversion efficiency of human mitochondria is 32% lower than that of other primates. Biologists have found Yet this has led to stronger cellular repair capabilities. These unconventional evolutionary traits together form a unique biological puzzle. The scientific community has put forth 3 major hypotheses, namely genetic mutation, environmental pressure, and external intervention. While the most controversial external intervention hypothesis points to the stone tool culture fracture that appeared 2.8 million years ago, just as paleoanthropologist Leakey verified, there is a 200,000-year blank period in human evolution history. To this day, we do not know what force shaped the proto-modern humans, standing at the coordinates of biological evolution. Humans are like a masterpiece of natural selection, yet also an anomaly of genetic mutation. When we gaze into the deep eye sockets of the skull fossils, the question that has plagued the scientific community for a century still remains unresolved. What evolutionary power is at play? 3 billion of them, simple machines v heavy weights. Yet humanity focuses on the brain, optimizing CPU and algorithms, ultimately gaining wisdom far exceeding that of other organisms. Shaping this contradictory intelligent species, perhaps the answer is hidden in the DNA spiral.